It's Thursday, November 6th, 2014, 3:49 a.m. Look at the roses. Look at that, eh? Beautiful. They're, you know, going, but I love them with the backdrop of the A Softer World comic strip. Well, it's not like a comic, but look. That one I had a long time. This one I especially liked. And then there's this one. Yeah, because nothing says I'm into danger like. Anyway, yesterday I caught up my word count for NaNoWriMo, but, oh yeah, so I should, like, give myself a star for. This is hard to get these stars out of here. Let's see what I can do. I mangle these stars. I can't seem to stars right. Probably doesn't help I'm trying to do it with one hand, but I really don't think it makes a difference. Seriously, here, we'll just have you look at that for a minute. I'm trying to get this silly star sticker. Aha! Well, I got it perfect. I guess sometimes it does help to, like, do things with both hands. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. See? I don't get a star for that day, because that day I was behind, but I caught up on the 5th day, and now I've got to somehow go from, I think I'm at 8380. I have to go from there to, like, oh goodness. I did that, like, before this day even, or on time, the one time I did NaNoWriMo where I was making good progress, but, then I got discouraged. So the cat was in here. If you'll notice, I've got 2, I didn't pick them, he did. They smell amazing. Death smells. The death of flowers and autumn leaves. I mean, it's so sad that they smell so beautiful, but the smell of them is just amazing. But I'm going to dry these 2 roses out. Mama! She was in the room with me. Oh, yeah, I didn't quite put the lid back on. Okay. Oh. Well, that's weird. Because it's like whistling. Let's show you the the teapot is rather scary. The tea kettle. If it shows, I have to, like, not do this. Oh, I didn't put any water in. I guess I'm gonna have to put the lid. Anybody else put hot water down their drains? I heard it helps in keeping some things, I don't know. Somebody told me to do it a while ago, years ago, so I do it every now and then. So I'm having some peppermint tea, because I'm still wide awake. I did the dishes at, like, I did them. I am resisting coffee because coffee means creamer, and creamer means I am much fatter. Meow meow. Want to see the meow meow? Hi mouse meow. Hi meow meow. Hi meow meow. You were in a video recently. Guess you were. Looking all deep and introspective and stuff. Oh, look. I don't know. Will you see that? No, you won't. Okay, trying to show you the blinds, and then the light, will it show? If I get closer. Well, what's going on is there's a pattern from the blinds that is showing up on the ceiling, and it's like light, streams of light. They're going all the way. Well, see, you can see them there. They're going all the way across the wall and down. They're going across the ceiling. These shadows, you can't see them, but they're from the blinds. The light coming from outside, and it's going right across the ceiling all the way to where you can finally notice them on this wall going down, which I think is cool. Wonder if you can see it from this vantage point. No? Oh well. So much for that. So, if you didn't happen to notice that moon that I can't zoom in on, but that moon last night, so we're going to have a big moon, well, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, generally. We have them for the 3 days around. I'm noticing, okay, once I have another shelf, I know I mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. Once I have another shelf, I need to put the anthologies and the literary magazines onto some completely different shelf, because I finished a couple poetry books yesterday. One of them I started reading long before, like on Malice started reading days and days and days ago. Whereas Travel for Agoraphobics by Alan Berry, I only started reading a couple days, like a day or so ago. So I finished them both on the same day because of, you know, I've been on this one for a bit. It's by Ken Babstock, who in the poetry world, he just won the Writer's Trust for poetry. And he's one of the writers I met in at Poetry Night here in St. Thomas, Ontario. Little St. Thomas, Ontario had Ken Babstock, Karen Soley. Seriously, like, we're talking big time poetry winners. Where is she? She's in alphabetical order, so where is she? Where is she? Tell me where she is. Oh, right here. She's right here. Modern and Normal and Pigeon. I think I really loved Modern and Normal, but Pigeon is what she won for. And not far from the great Jacob Shear. He's beside Anne Sexton. That's a good place to be. I love Anne Sexton. And so see, as you can see, there's no room for, like, I just finished this book not long ago, as I mentioned, and this book is amazing. I loved the mix of memoir pieces and poetry, like amazing poetry, and the subject matter, just recommendation, and not just because that's my name. But as you can see, I am out of room for, like, I can't fit more Babstock up here. This is full. I can't fit more here. This is full. So, and I can't just start over down here because that's not how it works, okay? Yeah. My zine pile is getting bigger. I gotta catch up. And this is a book I'll read now. I started it already. I start books. I don't abandon them. If I've abandoned them, I rarely abandon a book, but if I'm on reading different books at the same time, one will catch me and I'll keep reading that one. Sometimes I'll read a couple simultaneously. Like Naomi Klein's book, This Changes Everything. I started it and I'm going to return to it, but I think I wanted to read a bunch of different reads first. Doing this, I must admit the exercise is kind of, the writing is the most important thing to me right now. I'm sorry, I know I need to work on my fitness, but especially during novel writing month, and I'll be really honest with you, I'm really feeling some physical pain. But I'm not giving up on it. That doesn't mean the whole month I'll never exercise. It's still going to be something I'm going to work on. I'm somehow letting my brain think it's okay, that if I don't do it every day, it's okay. I'm not off track as long as I do everything else that I've committed to. I'm doing quite a lot more than I've ever really been doing. So, yeah. So that's how I'm somehow reconciling it and not falling completely apart and stopping doing all the things. It's 3:19 or 3:20 p.m. Thursday, November 6, 2014. Full moon. Meow Meow is unsettled because what I'm guessing is they're taking up the carpet in the apartment next door. Our neighbor moved out. My husband knew of it sooner because the family was getting his belongings out of there, and so you must have moved out November 1st officially, but yeah, these are concrete cement floors underneath, so they're just, sounds like they're scraping underneath carpet. Yep. So she's a bit unsettled. Right, Mama? It only started too, like a few minutes ago or so. It's kind of late in the workday, but they won't take too long. Hello. How are you? Been a while. How are you and Diane doing?
Well, we're good. You?
Good. You hearing the noise too?
Yeah, well, it sounds like they're working right in our apartment.
Yep. He is very super.
They're grinding the floor.
Oh, because, like, I was wondering, like, because it didn't sound like the normal carpet pickup.
No, they're lifting all the tiles and everything like that.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't doubt that you can hear it on the bottom floor, because, yeah.
It'll come right down the stairwell, and we're right next to the stairwell. Right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Come right through.
Yep. Well, hey, say hi to Diane for me, okay?
Yeah.
And good to see you. And thanks for checking it out, because I was curious.
Walking, but not too loud.
I know. Well, I'll try more. Bye.
See ya.
See ya. So there you go. Now we know what's going on next door. They're doing up the tile. That was a guy who was assistant manager when like building, you know, manager here, like assistant, him and his wife, when I first moved here this time. They were great. His wife and him, well, his wife, Diane, she's the one I've talked to over the balcony. They lived directly down below me, but on the first floor. And they took care of my cats when we were in Italy. And when we went away to Toronto for my tribunal with the WSIB, and they're just good people. Well, they're doing the job, the guys next door, but you know, like, it's not like he's a new live-in, you know. That sounds pretty intense, I'm sure, downstairs if it's vibrating all the way down to the floor. And like the worker so nicely said, we haven't even started the they haven't started the power tools yet, which that's gonna be noisy. Poor Meow Meow. Look at my Vaseline. I look like some sort of guy. Although I don't know if they would. Whatever. That was it's just I have sensitive skin. I'm always lotioning out my skin. It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again. I don't know, I just don't feel right if I don't get to do it. It's ever since, sorry about the fat fingers, ever since I went through the skin condition at work, I don't know, I have aloe vera Vaseline has been the only thing that's really been good at helping to calm me. I mean, when I've had flare-ups due to exposure, it takes days and days and days to stop the hurting, but this stuff is pretty good as far as, it's the aloe vera. Oh, poor kitty Mal. Yeah, I'm keeping calm so you don't, aww. Now she's my bestest friend in the world. Skittish McSkittish cat. But because there's something on the other side of the wall. 9:59 p.m. She's playing again. Remember when popcorn ceilings were a thing? The speckle. Ugh. I guess it is better than it all being flat, but I'm glad that there are other options now. I hope you can hear her playing. I love it when she plays at night. How lovely to have a talent. Like, to be able to have that years on in your life and be able to play and comfort yourself and others. I got writing to do, guys. I'm way behind.